Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Intuitive Wisdom Tarot. I'm Jen, and I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're tapping into the energy of April, a powerful blend of Aries fire and Taurus earth, all still influenced by the balancing energy of the equinox season. This is a time of new beginnings and steady growth, where you're being called to take action, but also to slow down and to build something that lasts. So as we begin, take a breath and ask yourself, what am I ready to start? And what am I ready to truly commit to in April? If this reading speaks to you, tap like, consider subscribing, and share in the comments what card spoke to you the most. With that, let's get started. We're going to start with a wisdom of the oracle to get a general energy for the collective around this month of April. And again, there's this fire I'm feeling, but very grounded, which is a very good blend of Aries and Taurus. So we have fire and earth. Let's see what we're getting for the collective. We have higher power, number 4. So for this month of April, there is an energy, an overall theme of higher power. This could be you really tapping into your higher power, you really feeling that connection with you and your higher power. Again, really maybe receiving those messages, but there is a coming together with higher power. And it's like with creation, there's a huge energy of creation that's coming through with that. All right, let's see what we have for higher power, number 4. Our essential meanings: conscious contact with a higher power, the presence of divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with spirit. The oracle message: this card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immoral soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. Ask, what is the highest good for all? How can I serve? Then get out of your own way and trust that there is a plan for your life more wondrous than you can ever know. You are always protected and divinely directed. And that felt like a very big message for some of you out there, that you are always protected and divinely directed, right? So it really feels like you are really tapping in and connecting. If you haven't started a meditation or a prayer, I'm getting, it's something that I've done every morning for many, many years. I actually set a 20-minute timer, and that is what Spirit is really saying. Share that routine with your viewers, because getting into a quiet space is going to help you, one, continue to really strengthen that connection to you and your higher power. But again, higher power is wanting to communicate. You are meant to, again, when we think about Aries, we have this fire, and Taurus is earth. You are meant to create something and to bring it forth into this earthly realm, right? So what a big message to start off with. All right, we're going to jump into tarot. Let's see what messages come through for the collective for this April energy. All right. Thank you, Spirit. All right, the energy that you are meant to embody or are embodying is the devil. We then have the justice. This is what you are meant to co-create with spirit during the month of April. We have the Ace of Wands. This is the energy you are needing to lean into. And advice from spirit is the Nine of Wands. All right. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles. So this is the energy that's underneath it all. The energy of collaboration, of working to build something beautiful with a community, with a group. And that's kind of tapping into that energy that I was feeling with that higher power. Higher power is wanting to work through you, right? You are supposed to manifest. You're supposed to bring something into existence here. And it could very well be that you're doing it with a group of people. Place that where that resonates. That could be with your family. Maybe you're starting a family business. It could be with maybe your community that you live in. Maybe there is like an artistic endeavor that you are needing to create, maybe an art fair or an artisan like festival. But there's a very artsy feel that comes through this, and it's for you as a creative type. I feel that there's a lot of creative types out there, and it's important because you need to collaborate, work with whoever you need to work with to build and to bring forth what is needing to come through. So again, tap in. If you haven't started meditating, or you don't have a prayer or a journaling, start that, because that is where you are going to be channeling, right? Higher power wants to channel energy through you, because again, there's something that you are to bring into existence here. Now, the energy that you are embodying or needing to embody is the devil. Now, this is an energy that what I'm really picking up on is that it's an energy of you being blocked, right? There are things that are within you. So I'm feeling a lot of imposter syndrome. I'm feeling a lot of, there could very well be addiction that you are suffering from that is in the way. Pessimistic thinking. There's a real big energy of, there was a situation from the past that has happened that has created some constructs, have created some chains, some things that have bound you, like it's like this puppet on a string. And when a certain energy comes into play, or you are asked to do a certain thing, you again get into your head. Again, this imposter syndrome, that's what I'm really picking up on. And you are feeling that you're not in control. In fact, you're letting the imposter syndrome control the show. And so a big message coming through is that this energy needs to be cleansed. It needs to be released, because this is, again, something that is in the way of you picking up on those creative nudges, on those messages that's coming through higher power. And it's, again, this is energy that's blocking you from being able to go forward. There's a very big creative block too. So some advice that Spirit is really saying is, it's time for you to start writing. And it's to purify, right? To cleanse, to eliminate these things that are still stuck in here. It's going to break these chains. It's going to break the cords that have kind of attached themselves. There could very well be some energy vampires that I'm feeling too. Like when I'm thinking about a cord, I'm getting a vision of a cord like somebody stuck it on you and they're drawing off your energy, because you have a really good vibrating high energy, right? There is something meant for you that is in an energy of high vibration, right? Higher power is working through you. So this is an energy that needs to be cleansed. It needs to be, these strings need to be broken, right? And I'm getting kind of like some depression too. Again, I'm getting it off of something happened where it really was a cut to your ego. It was really a cut to you. Maybe you put in a lot of hard work, and what came out of it, and we've all been there, right? That it's just a sucky feeling, where you've put in time, effort, you're like, oh, this is 100% beautiful, and then all of a sudden it bombs. Nothing comes from that. And that is it's an energy sucking like experience, and that's what I'm feeling. So again, pick up your head, get outside, take off this hood, right? I'm getting someone who is pulling it over their face, their eyes, so they're not seen or heard. And that's something that's going to help you face these constructs, face these ickies. A lot of time, those emotions, we're human. We all feel them. We all feel them in the same way, right? But we all deal with them differently. A lot of us like to repress, and I feel a lot of repressed emotions in the area of creativity because of past experiences. Take off that hood, right? Write it out. This is a powerful blend of Aries fire. Like, start that stuff on fire. Write out that old story. And in fact, Aries is the very first of our zodiac, right? Our zodiac year. So we're starting, write out that old story, write it out. And I mean, put in whatever words you need to, that's going to help you to really connect to that, and let it go. Take it out to your fire pit and burn it. Or if you have a fire safe container, maybe you have a house that has a fireplace, anything, be safe with it too, but burn it. Let it go. Let it go. And that's because there is going to be something that you are starting to build, right? There's something you are going to have these internal nudges, and it's time for you to bring it into reality. Now, what you are meant to co-create with the universe is justice. This is balance. And this energy is really tapping into that equinox. It's that balancing energy of light and dark. That's kind of here too, that balancing energy of your light and shadow. It is important. It feels like you have repressed a lot of your shadow side, and believe me, we all do it, right? Shadow aspects can be very difficult to deal with, but justice is coming in saying it's time for you to pull those out. Take this sword of truth. Okay, justice has that sword of truth. Cut those cords, right? Cut those things that have put you into this low vibe, this very sad, sorrowful, like disheartening, right? That's an energy that none of those feel good. But with justice coming in, and at this time, higher power is saying, hey, it is time for you to co-create with me, right? I'm giving you the opportunity. First off, I'm pulling this stuff up, right? That's why we feel some of these things. All of a sudden we'll be in a good mood, and then all of a sudden you get that memory or that spark, and that is higher power coming in saying it's time for you to face that. Not because they hate you, not because they want you to feel bad, but it's because they know that you are meant for more, and it's a block. It's something that's in the way. It's creating an imbalance. It's creating this energy of you not being able to logically, right, feel and think into what you need to manifest and live your best life. That is what that's your entitlement, right? You are entitled to have a prosperous, beautiful life. And universe, spirit is saying, hey, I'm pulling this up so that you can finally deal with it, so you can continue to have this beautiful, prosperous life. And that's what this is meant. Okay, co-create, be logical, think about what your truth is. Now, for some of you, there could very well be a legal matter that you are going through, right? And you are meant to co-create the balance, whatever that may be. It could be you are needing to cut out some of these energies. It is needing that you are needing to it could look at a group of people. Maybe there's I just got what is it when a copyright, maybe you're in the process of somebody taking your ideas, somebody taking the credit for what that is. You know, you are meant to have whatever that might be. So it's important to create that balance when it comes to any of those pieces. But this is also too really, it's time to really open up. There could be some things that you need to, it's almost like a justice call on yourself, right? Where am I not being fair or balanced within my own self? Am I requiring, do I have high expectations? And is it that what's getting in the way, right? So it's really, you're meant to co-create these experiences where you are looking, you are scrutinizing, you're really thinking about what is worth it. If it's not meant to be there, cut it out, right? Cleanse it, wash it away. Energetically, could be physically. I might just be saying, hey, I no longer want to associate with this, or visualize again what that looks like with them out of your life, or whatever it might be. But that's where you're also really looking at yourself and saying, what is it that is truly meant for me? Now, the energy you're needing to lean into is the Ace of Wands. This is a fresh spark of creativity, right? So there's a lot of cleansing, a lot of things that it's piled up in front. Okay, higher power is saying, hey, I'm giving you this opportunity to really examine, right? Examine yourself, examine your world, examine what you want, examine what is it that you, this could very well be dreams that you've had, right? That are sparking again, and you're like, what? I haven't thought about that forever. Higher power is bringing that in. Higher power is saying, hey, I'm going to give you these little nudges again because it is time. So cleanse the things that no longer those, and you very well could be looking at, how can I work through some of these shadow aspects? Again, I'm getting a real big creative block. Some of you are creatives out there, and you're being creatively stifled, and that could be writing, that could be dancing, that could be baking, that could be I'm an analysis, right? All of that is creativity. So whatever it is for you, there is something in the way, and there are things that are in the way, right? And it's from old cords, old things that have attached to you. And it's time to break those. That's because this spark keeps sparking, right? Light a candle. Start envisioning, meditate. That was a big message that came through at the beginning of the read, because higher power is really giving you some of these creative geniuses, these little, I watched a really cool TED Talk, and it was talking about creative gremlins, and it was really cute because I mean, when we think about gremlin, we think of like a scary thing, but they are creative nudges, right? They are here to come in here, these geniuses that come through. And that's what's wanting to come through. Meditate, get clear, do some third eye. I mean, this is like very frontal lobe, right? Some creativity, maybe again too. It could be that you are an artistic, like you are creating, very well could be macrame, right? And you're in this block. Go do something different. Go bake. Maybe go play a sport. Maybe go do something else, because what it does is it shifts some neural pathways, and that's really what I'm getting here too. Some cleansing, some breaking of those chains, of those things that have bound you, but also lean into really making your creative toolbox more varied, right? Go do something that you typically wouldn't do, because that's going to help give you some of those creative nudges that you are needing. Now, advice from Spirit is don't give up. This is the 9 of Wands. Don't give up yet, right? There's a part of you, because you have put in some time, effort, you have built some things, you have put in some blood, sweat, and tears. There has been this battle that you have kind of had to work through passionate wise. And when we work with passion, it's our energy level. Your energy level right now is pretty low. Like there was some energy coming through again of, am I good enough? Well, you are good enough. And that's the big thing is, advice from Spirit is don't give up. Put up some boundaries. Give yourself some time to heal. Give yourself some time, some space, maybe on your own. Maybe you go on a retreat on your own. If you have that opportunity, maybe you go for a weekend in an area that is creatively stimulating. If a forest is a place where you go, find a cabin. Go sit in a forest for a weekend. Write, read, meditate, get quiet. There's a social media detox that is needing for some of you. Maybe you are creating something on social media and it's one of those things where you're like, every single day I'm looking and it's the same old. Cleanse yourself. And if you can't go someplace, maybe you just do that at your house, right? Maybe your backyard is a sanctuary for you. Go into your backyard. Maybe you take a day, again, detox social media. I don't do anything on that. I don't check any of my messages. Just give yourself a day to be able to do that. But again, it's a big energy of give yourself time to heal. Higher power, right? Spirit is coming through. There's things that are needing to come. What you are needing to manifest, you are needing to manifest, but you are also needing to give yourself some time so that you can cry. I just got that in my mind. Time to cry. If you need to cry, cry. Time to write. Time to rip up paper and to release that pent up frustration and aggravation and I'm getting clenched jaw and like fists. Relax. Maybe you go and do some yin yoga or some restorative. Maybe you are somebody that does very high energy. If that's the case, do something different, because again, it helps to really shift. It gives your body to process, right? Process some of those shadow aspects, some of those things that have been brought up. And this could very well have been like, it's brought up in the month of March, right? Because we were ending our zodiac year and we had an eclipse and all of that. The equinox has happened. So there's like a lot that has happened. So in April, your job is to heal. Your job is to release. And your job is to not give up, because you again are looking at, how can I slow down to build something that lasts? And the answers are coming, and they're going to be coming to you through meditation, through quiet, through slowing down. All right, collective, we're going to end our read with a way to cultivate calm, a way to give yourself the time, the space, the quiet, so that those little nudges or those answers that you're seeking can come through, and for you to heal. Let's see what we're getting for you. Meditate. There is no purer way to relax and reset. Set a time and sit with your feelings. Notice your breathing. Let your mind unwind. And what a perfect ending message and way to cultivate calm. It's almost like Spirit is speaking through this reading. I love it when that happens. The coincidences are amazing. Again, if this isn't something that you have already established, it can be as small as start with 5 minutes. Get into a space where it's quiet. Maybe it's in your bedroom. Maybe it's out in your backyard. I have a studio, so I do it in my studio. So if you have a place, set the timer for 5 minutes. Close your eyes, right? Allow yourself to connect to your breathing. Allow your thoughts to come through, okay? A big misconception about meditation is like, my mind is clear. No, you allow your thoughts to come. There's no attachment to them. Allow them. And then if you do that for a week, maybe make it longer the next week, right? Maybe make it longer, continuing to build. And that's the big thing. It's not, I just do it for one day and then I'm done. This is a routine. It's, again, building something that lasts. And that's because there are nudges and Spirit is speaking through you. All right, collective, that's what I have for you for this April energy. I'm excited for you. If there are, or anything that you need me to send some feel-good vibes out there, please let me know in the comments and I'll surely send them your way. With much love and appreciation, be well. See you next time. Bye-bye.